I don't know how I'm going to pay these student loans that they knocking and sending in the mail for me to pay. Your moms and dads are thinking about how am I going to send my baby boy or my baby daughter to school when the price of education is going up again. Many individuals right now are wondering what is the government going to do. But see, you have to remember that we have a divided government. And you have to take into account with this president that we have in the White House right now, he's trying to do what he can do to bring work and some sort of understanding back to America. But at the same time, we have some people in the right-wing section of this nation that controls the Congress. Every time the president tries to do certain things to enhance you as young people, to give you more opportunities in life, the Congress seems like we want to knock it down. I sit back and hear individuals on the radio that make statements that whatever this president does, we're going to knock it down. When they say they're going to knock the president down, that means they're going to knock you down.
Yeah.
I remember years ago I used to go to Europe and I used to see this big, great Eiffel Tower, gold roof, marble stairways. And right next to them I used to see sugar shacks with people picking up stuff off the ground just trying to tack up to have something to live in. It appears that that's the way the United States is trying to head now, those that have versus those that have not. It's no more middle class. They're trying to knock the middle class out. The middle class and the underclass. They're trying to wipe them out. But then when you turn the pages back in time and think about why is this country as great as it's been in the past, it's because of those individuals that they're trying to wipe out now. The middle class and the underclass are the ones that made this country as great as it was. As we sit here in a very depressing economic state, the Big Five is still putting billions of dollars in the bank right now today as we sit here and talk. They're making tons and tons of money on the backs of you. And you look at your numbers here and you say, well, we got small numbers, but yet and still take into account that your numbers are growing drastically every day.
Yeah.
They don't want you to be aware that people are coming in every day. Why? Just like you have your fellow students walk by, they see you out here. But you notice if you look out your eyes, the corner of your eyes, and check them out, they stop every day. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Back in New York City, Occupy Wall Street, same difference. They stop 10, 20 minutes. Some of them stay there for half an hour. And what they're reflecting on when they stop is that I am these people. Only difference with you and them is that you show the courage that it takes to stand up for what's right. They stop because they're trying to build that courage level up. And that's why you begin to grow, because more and more people are starting to realize that, hey man, my mortgage is on the edge right now. Hey, my bank account has a hole in it now. My kids can't go to the university now. Even the law enforcement that's around the nation is mandated by law to make sure when the governor or the mayor or whoever says push these individuals out the park, push them off the campus, those individual officers know that they're in a quandary themselves, because I took an oath to uphold the law. If the mayor said the law is this way, or the governor says the law is that way, they have to do their job. But yet still down in their souls, they know that they're in the same boat that you are. Because just like they've been busting unions all over the United States, the policemen's union is no different. They're trying to bust that union as well. Their mortgages is on the edge just like your mortgage is on the edge. Their bank account is sliding just like your bank account is sliding. So eventually, a lot of the law enforcement, they're going to start breaking down and take their badges off, and they're going to come to join you.
That's right.
They know they're but about it. Relative to people of color, they're going to start stepping up to the plate and give you guys reinforcements too, because they're going to start to realize that this is their fight as much as anyone's fight, because we've been fighting for equality forever.
That's right.
So they're going to start to realize that, hey, we need to come out the hood and come to where these folks are to let our voices be heard too. Now, in the message to you, you know, any movement has to have a concept of a tank. You understand? The tank is built to go in a certain direction. Everyone has to be working together in that vein. In other words, what I'm saying is with occupying New York can't be different than occupying Oakland, California. Oakland, California can't be no different than what's happening in Occupy in Wisconsin. Or nor can it be any different than here. So what I'm saying is we have to have a directive where we all have the same line that we run across this nation. Because right now, from what I see, they're trying to say, well, those individuals are confused because everybody's got a different niche that they're trying to go. And that's not true. So whoever the leaders are here have to find out who the leaders are in New York and who the leaders are in Oakland. And y'all have to come together to be one, as I said in that tank. There's no one individual piece in that tank that's better than the other. Remember, it's that one directive to go straight ahead. We're in a war. We ain't in a fight, we're in a war. Yeah. And this war that we're in, this war is for survival. And that tank is no spring that's any less important than the telescope in that tank, or the cannon on the tank, or the wheels that move the tank forward and back. Without any little significant part, or as individuals say, insignificant part, that tank won't roll. So as I said, more and more people are starting to come, they're starting to gather, and they're starting to take note and realize, say, hey man, I am them. And I have to come to the realization that if I don't step up to the plate soon, in the crossroads of my life right now, I will have big resentment and regrets later on in life that I did not make the right stand. Be proud of yourselves. But at the same time, you have to be the town crier. You have to go out and educate as many people and make them understand why you're here, why you're committed. And when I say committed, that's a very strong word, a very powerful word, committed. And you understand? Commitment means that I'm totally committed. There's no girl can ever tell me, say, I'm pregnant, but I think I'm halfway pregnant. Either you're pregnant or you're not pregnant. Commitment is the same as a pregnancy. Either you're committed or you're not committed. And when I say committed, it means that if someone comes and tell you, if you go out to the park today, you might lose your life. But what's more value, your life or what you're fighting for to have a life? There's no halfway about it. I sit back, I think about Dr. King, and I say, well, Dr. King knew that his life was on the line, but he didn't run away because he had a total commitment. That little guy that ran around that sheet, the glasses, Gandhi, he realized that his life was on the line for what his belief was, but he stayed to the charter, stayed committed. Malcolm X, same situation. And we can go on and on and on. You think Rosa Parks, that little skinny woman that sat on that bus, you think she didn't have a total commitment when she thought that she could be running to the jail in the South and when no man standing next to her? Total commitment. Many people didn't understand what they were doing at that time, but far more people understand today. You understand today. 43 years ago, I understood. I had my day. I did my thing. This is your day. Yeah. And you got to do your thing, and I'm here to let you know I'm with you all the way. God bless you. And thank you.
Thank you. I know y'all got a big thing you're doing today. Keep it up. Keep the good work. You got to march down to the State House. If you have time, Dr. Carlson's going to be speaking tonight at 6 o'clock over in McPherson Labs, room 1000. So if you want to hear more of his story, we're going to do a Q&A, a little discussion about the book. They'll be around to sign it afterwards. So if you can make it 6 o'clock, McPherson Lab, room 1000. Thank you.